Straight ahead, we've got a Yak 54 taking off, or taxiing out I should say. It's actually a model aircraft, but the sort of manoeuvres that we saw it going through yesterday will take your breath away. It's flown and built by Steve Carr. It's got a 550cc engine. It's mainly made out of balsa wood and plywood, so it's got a fantastic power to weight ratio. And Steve will be using that to excellent effect. Jim and Luke Pierce also helped Steve build the aircraft. And if you look at it from a distance once it's flying, you'll be hard pressed to tell that it's actually a model. It weighs just over 20 kilograms. And here we go, got a great smoke system as you can see, and a superb short takeoff capability. Straight up into a loop. Then throttling back for a stall turn at the top of that climb, where the left wing, the nose and the right wing all pass through the same imaginary point on the horizon. Now executing a rolling circle, where the aircraft describes a circle over the ground while the aircraft is actually rolling. So this is a very difficult manoeuvre to fly if you're flying in the cockpit, let alone controlling it from the ground, trying to work out which is right, which is left and how to do it. Steve was saying he depends very much on muscle memory and lots of hours of practice. And straight from that very low energy manoeuvre, straight into a vertical climb, showing just how powerful this aircraft is. Now a vertical 8, so you'll see the smoke trails describe the number 8. Many aircraft fly a horizontal 8, where the 8 is lying on its side, but such is the power of this model that a vertical 8 is no trouble at all. A flick roll there, a double flick roll. A flick roll is really a high-speed controlled spin. Now descending straight down, and you'll see some amazing flying now, because by rights that aircraft should have just carried on descending and hitting the ground, but Steve just opens up the throttle and hangs the aeroplane from its propeller, hanging there motionless in the sky. Look at that, that is amazing. Sinking very slightly, but he's got it under control. He's got it under control. I guess it's tempted to flick in, but he's stopping that. Standing it right on its tail. Have you ever seen anything like that? And then opening up the throttle to power away on a 45-degree climb. Oh, then a Humpty Bump pushover at the top. And that was just a regular loop. Who'd have thought it? But even a simple loop is hard to execute properly. Many people, when the first time they do a loop, they actually end up with an egg shape because they're just pulling hard all the way around. Whereas the thing to do is to ease off the control column pressure to get that nice circle, and making sure you keep the aircraft straight with rudder on the ascent and on the descent as the speed varies. The good thing about flying a radio-controlled aircraft like this is that there's no G-forces are experienced by the pilots during this display, other than the 1G we're all suffering from. Now an inverted spin. That Steve ably recovers from with a succession of rolls. This aircraft is a 55% scale model of a Yak 54.